Welcome to the Black Men Think podcast. If this is your first time here, know that the views and opinions expressed by the Black Men Think podcast are those of the Black Men Think podcast and not the individual members. With that being said, we're about to be unapologetically, undeniably black. Enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Black Man Think podcast, where we elevate our black men because black men be out here thinking. So, I am your host, last name Good. Normally, you would see a couple of the homies here. They're not in today, but I do have a very special guest in the building. Me and this guy, I don't even remember the year. 2012. Yeah. We've been knowing each other since 2012, back in the blog era of hip-hop. And we connected. I think the first interview we did was in like a hotel lobby doing A3C.
Yes, Lord.
And we connected then, and then we just built on a relationship over these years. Like, it's been literally it's 14 years, bro. That's crazy. 14 years. So help me welcome to the Black Man Think podcast, my guy, Alfred Banks.
Indeed.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel good, man. You know, running around, being as busy as I can. And, trying to stay healthy, you know what I mean?
I hear that. So the way we do this podcast, we start off with a homeboy check-in, right? And before we do the things, make sure y'all subscribe, rate, review, comment, do all the things. Subscribe to Patreon as well, patreon.com/blackmanthink. But we start off with a homeboy check-in, right? Like, I do this podcast with my real life brothers, friends from college since 2002.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Like, we've been locked in for forever. Over 24 years of friendship.
That's
wild. You know what I'm saying?
Business.
So we always start with a homeboy check-in just to see, like, man, how you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with you? So I start the same way we do, like, homeboy check-in. How is Alfred Banks?
I'm okay right now. The last couple of days have been pretty good, you know? For me, it's always up and down. And so tomorrow I can't wait to get to my therapy session.
Good.
I do it twice a week. So I'm excited to get back in therapy this week. Got a lot to talk about, but I'm good right now.
That's good. That's good. That's good, man. Therapy, you said it. Therapy is important. It's one of those things, like, I'm an over 40 black man. And so
Facts.
I grew up in a time where if I ever said therapy in my household as a kid, you know, the go-to was like, well, you ain't crazy. Not even thinking about any other thing. It was just literally like, you ain't crazy. Go to church. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Pray it
And
away.
yeah, and not even, I don't even think like parents and relatives knew what was going on with it. I think it was just really a lack of knowledge, not
100%.
understanding.
100%. I don't think if you thoroughly flushed it out, the idea that they would run away from it. I think it was fear and complete ignorance to it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm thankful now that we're in a space where people go to therapy. And it's not like taboo, and it's not like a bad thing. Like, go and figure out what's going on with you. Really, just to talk to somebody who don't know you for real. You know?
Dog, you have no idea how important that is.
Man,
There's a level of bias that comes that is not helpful.
yeah,
You need somebody who don't know you from a can of paint, to really get down to the nitty gritty and figure out what's going on. And you got to be open to it too.
Yeah.
You have to be not afraid to be vulnerable. Right, you have to talk. You have to be honest. Be upfront. Don't hold back.
Yeah.
But you also have to know that going to therapy itself isn't gonna solve you. It's about the tools that you get and that you learn that can help you go through life.
Yeah.
So it's different layers to the experience of therapy that I've learned. Because when I went into it the first time, it was in 2021. And I was like, man, I'm going to get solved. I'm going to get healed. And I went into it like, wait, why is it not healed? And then I realized, like, oh, I'm not actually applying what the person's telling me. And so shout out to my therapist, man. He's a really good guy, young guy. And so ironically, he used to rap, but he stopped rapping to be a therapist and stuff. So he kind of gets my world.
Yeah,
He
that's
understands
important.
it. And so that's also a layer I didn't even think about when I got into it this go round. So now therapy is intense, man, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's good, man. So you said rapper, and just to give the background, so New Orleans, from New Orleans.
You did.
And I always joke with him and everybody else I meet from New Orleans, like, I'm I live in Atlanta. I'm from Macon, but Atlanta's been
I didn't know that.
Macon, you know what? No, bro. I mean, I was born here.
Facts.
Stayed here up until like 4 years old. And all of my family is in Macon, like both sides, my mom and my dad's side. Like my parents moved to Atlanta, had me, and was like, all right, we need to go back to where the support system is. And so we went back to Macon. But all of my, from kindergarten to like, I graduated high school with Macon. So when people ask me where I'm from Macon, bro. Like,
Tight, man.
you know. But I've been here, I came back to Atlanta for college in 2002. So I've been here
For a minute.
24 years. So I've been here more than half of my life. You know what I mean? So, but the joke that I always say is that, like, bro, people from Atlanta absolutely love New Orleans.
1,000%.
We love New Orleans. There's only one thing that we don't like about New Orleans, and you know what it is.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't even have to say it, because if you know, you know.
You know,
but
you
that's
know.
the only thing. But other than that, bro, like, we love New Orleans.
And Atlanta has an incredible energy too. I love the and obviously it's outside looking in, but it's a community here. Like, it's very prideful. Like, we have a pride in New Orleans, but you guys have a pride that has like actually gone across the world. And everybody just like everybody respect Atlanta. Atlanta shouted like the biggest rappers in the world are from here, and so you guys have a legacy that kind of speaks before you walk into a room.
Yeah.
And I think same with New Orleans, and so I think that's why we really like each other so much, because we both had to fight really hard for what we got, and when we got it, oh boy, did we take over.
Like we took over, like kept it going.
100%.
So New Orleans rapper, hip hop artist. I don't want to just say rapper, like you embody the entire thing of hip hop, bro. And so I want to get into that part, right? Because when we say rapper, we're talking about full time. Like, this is what you do, right? Like, and we know this is actually no disrespect to anybody that's, because rap is a very difficult thing.
Boy, look. Boy, look.
So let's talk about that part, like being a full time MC, bro, and what it takes to be a full time MC.
You have to be a little bit out of your mind. You have to be always comfortable with never being comfortable.
Okay.
You got to be able to pivot. You got to be very flexible, dude.
Yeah.
I became full time in 2021 during the pandemic. I've been rapping for God knows how long.
Yeah.
And when the pandemic happened, I had already toured the world. I'd already done some things. So I built a foundation. And I started doing like little hustles on the side, like little Uber Eats deliveries and stuff. And I was noticing I was making way more money doing that on a daily basis than I was at my job. And then the job closed down. And I was like, well, and then it opened back up for like, I worked one more shift, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, this is what we doing now. And I told myself, whenever I quit, because I worked at that job for 9 years, if I ever quit my job, this would be the last job I ever have. I made that promise to myself. And this is all I've ever wanted to do in my life. This is the happiest I've ever been. This is the most stressful I've ever been, stressed I've ever been. This is the most stressful life you can possibly think of. If you don't have a hit record, boy, it's hard on you.
Man.
Luckily enough for me, I'm an incredible rapper.
Yeah.
And I don't really ever sit down, which is a gift and a curse.
I got you.
But the fact that I don't sit down, there's always stones being turned over. There's always something to work on and something to do, situations to create and a check to get.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say is so weird to like balance this act of getting to my bag and trying my hardest not to participate in this capitalistic society.
Oh, man. Bro.
It's very hard because I have to, but it sucks.
So what you said right there, I got another question, but you brought up a good point too, because like we live in America.
Yes, Lord.
It is what it is. And on some level, you're gonna have to compete in capitalism, whether you want to or not, right? And so I like to look at myself more as like compassionate capitalist. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't want to make no money. Like, who?
I don't know who doesn't.
Like, bro, I got a wife and 2 kids. Like, I got dreams, goals, aspirations. I like to travel.
Gotta get some bag. Gotta get a bag to do it.
I gotta get some money to make that happen, right? On the surface level. But being a full-time independent artist, I want to talk about what did you have to lose early on? Like, what did it cost you early on when you was like, all right, I'm locked in on this. This is who I'm gonna be. What did it cost you?
2 things very specifically it cost me, because it cost me the ability to to have normal human interaction and the ability to understand how I work outside of music, like as a human being.
Yeah.
I had to get those things up very early on because my only focus was rap. I just wanted to be a successful rapper. Who I am outside of this mic, they don't even matter. We get to this bag, right? I want to be successful. And learning how to interact with humans, I don't care about that. Like if you're not buying my merch or follow me on, I don't even want to talk to you anyway.
Yeah.
That's what out the gate. It was just like my only goal is to be a successful rapper. Relationships fell by the wayside because I didn't know how to. They would tell me I was doing something wrong. I'd be like, well, you just don't get it. I'm just trying to be, you know what I mean? It was very me, I. And I didn't learn until I got older. And I think success actually did that, right? A lot of success that I've had kind of, it's funny to even say that, but it kind of chilled me out a little bit to be like, okay, well, though this life is crazy, I'm more comfortable than I've ever been in my success. So now maybe I can pivot and learn who I am outside of the guy with the mic.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And also I can learn how to interact with human beings and talk to them for more than 10, 20 minutes and not talk music. Man. I didn't even know how to do that. I'm still learning how to do that. I got friends that I've been friends with over 20 years that I don't know how to talk to without talking about music.
That's, man, you know, you said something that I completely agree with. Like it took the pandemic and like the world shutting down for me to realize that, you know, and they know my background,
yes.
right? But so like music production, that's how I jumped in, and then you know, blogging and all of this stuff kind of like helped amplify the name. But I realized that what I struggled with was like, man, I can produce, I can mix, I can master, I can podcast, I can DJ, you know, I can put on these events, I can do all these things, and I'm fairly well at all of them. And I was just like, bro, but I don't know what I want to do. And then I had a conversation. It was like, no, what you're doing is being an entrepreneur, and it's always been that. I've been an entrepreneur since I was like 12, 13 years old. Like out the gate selling candy, and high school started selling CDs. Like I've always sold something, like had the ability to sell. And I'm like, oh, that's what I am. And I had a hard time because I was like, when the pandemic happened and the world stopped, you know, like Paid in America, bro, we was starting to get traction. Like we was really moving around here. Bro. And I'm like, damn, we not moving around no more. Like, what's going on? And I was just like, oh, no, bro, you just start another business like you've always done. And once I got that in my brain where I realized like, no, the thing is entrepreneurship, then everything else branch off of that.
Yes, Lord.
You could do all of those things. And so for me, it took me a while to get to that point where I understood exactly who I am. I know you figured this out. Like, you know, like this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it. And if you don't understand that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Just ain't got time for you kind of vibe.
Yeah. And I had to learn that when I have conversations with people that don't have an entrepreneur mindset, we're going to always clash because they don't see the world. Like I can have a conversation with somebody and they are talking about X, Y, and Z, and I'm in my head like, oh, that's an opportunity to create that business.
Ooh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and but trying to explain that to somebody who doesn't see the world as, I don't want to use the words go-getter because that sounds disrespectful, but if you're not somebody that's like wired to create, you're never going to understand seeing a problem and figuring out a solution.
Yeah, that was, I guess without going into it too much, that was actually one of the things now in retrospect I could realize with people that I've created with in the past is like, I've had this like, let's go outside and make something happen energy. And other people were like, well, why don't we just wait until they come our way? And so my whole life has been, let me go create because I don't wait. Because there've been times where people were like, hey man, I didn't even know you needed help. So when you came and told me, then I helped. You know, they're not gonna offer. Yeah. I don't even know what that's about. So like that type of energy, it's funny, another thing that I didn't learn how to do was have patience for people like that. Oh yeah. I would shame you, try to humiliate, because I would just think you're the dumbest person on the planet. Like, why don't you just go outside? Yeah. Why you wait? Like, are you stupid? You know what I mean? It was very harsh. It was very mean. And I learned that like, man, everybody don't have that bone in their body. Everybody don't have that, like you got a family, so you gon' hustle. It just is what it is. I don't have like kids, but like I had my family I was taking care of at one point. So like, you know, I gotta go outside, bro. I used to be homeless. And my biggest fear is to go back to that.
Yeah.
I refuse. So like I am going to make something happen every single day I wake up. And if you don't have that same energy, we could go grab tacos or something, but like I ain't really got nothing for you other than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it is, man.
But I think the key is realizing that there's nothing wrong with that.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I didn't know that at first.
Yeah,
I thought something was off.
Yeah. You have to realize there's nothing wrong with that, man. Like you gel with certain people because you gel with certain people. And what has helped me is that my friends are my friends. I don't usually worry about doing, like I just so happen to be in a business relationship with my friends with this podcast, but we don't treat it like business like that.
Yeah,
like
course,
we just like, we literally kick back and have conversations that we have in our group chat. And that it works for us in that capacity. And now we've been like, you know, because the podcast took off. And so now we're trying to, all right, well, we got to figure out how to make these things work. But it's still based on genuine friendship conversations, where it's just like we ain't trying to be disrespectful to each other. But I've learned that like, man, you got to have friends for this.
And you gotta have friends for that. Look, there's a level of separation. And what's the name of that band? You gotta keep them separated. Is that, I think that's Cake.
I don't know.
I don't know what that band is. But that song just popped in my head. You said that. But
yeah,
nah, dog, the thing. He was like, I don't know that.
I don't know, man.
Nah, but seriously, like, you gotta have, that's what I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, dog, I didn't really have friends in the past. Like, I've been doing rap for 16 years. I had homeboys who I work with in rap. Like Marcel P. Black is my
Shout
best
out to Marcel P. Black.
K the Beast is my best friend. Like, I love these guys. But like, Mickey Fax is one of my friends, like closest friends. So like, but they're all music. I don't even, if I'm thinking, I don't even know if I got a homie that I just hang out with. And so I'm doing that now in my mid-30s, figuring that part out. So it's been fun though, man. Like because again, once you kind of like get your feet where you need to have them at as it pertains to whatever art you do, now you have the space to go, okay, what's the rest of the world like? I don't have to, I'm still gonna hustle, but I don't have to have my head down as hard as I used to doing this thing.
Let's kind of shift gears a little bit, just having like the mental weight of being a full-time artist, bro.
Yikes.
Like, how do you
Yikes.
how do you, number one, like how do you, the pressure to stay consistent when it comes to like creating, right? But also knowing that what comes with this life is inconsistency when it comes to like money. Like how do you balance those two?
Oh man, it's a loaded question, Jay Good.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
Nah, man. You know, it's interesting because, like, for me, I've never actually had the time to enjoy the art because it's always been, you know me, it's always been business first. It's always like booking shows, advancing those concerts, being my own road manager, like doing those things. And even now with the videos that I do. Writing those videos, filming those videos, editing those videos, lining them up, getting them all, you captioning, the whole thing. And so like, I don't really know. I just do, and I kind of like, I live life like, I don't say day to day, but I live life moment to moment.
Got you.
And if this is creative space moment, then we're creating. If this is just kind of relaxing, chilling, cooling, then we're gonna try to do that as best we can. If this is a money-making situation, we'll treat that as such. I kind of just go at life very situation by situation. As much as I plan out like music and stuff, trying to stay consistent is it's a lot, dog.
Yeah.
I want to make more music than I make content. And I make, because I hate that word. I hate the C word. I hate it. Because I'm not that guy naturally, you know. I hate the idea that like I have to be my own business manager than just being an artist. I've never had that luxury.
Yeah.
So like I try my best to, the last few months I've been thinking, how can I get to a space where I can just create for creation's sake?
Yeah.
But then you wake up and you go, okay, this month I've only made XYZ. I need XYZ more, so we Gucci. Can't create this month, gotta go outside and create some opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is a very stressful I mean, I don't even know if I answer you. Honestly, I don't know how I do. I just be waking up, dog, and we just kind of tackle it as we go.
I get that, man. And you said something too, because you've been rapping. You said 16 years, right?
Yes, 17 in June.
So in that time frame, you've seen the industry completely shift from being about the music to being about the content.
Yes, Lord.
And as tough as it is, man, like we're just in a content business now, right?
1,000%.
Like, I mean, with all of my businesses, bro, it's very difficult to just say, like, because I'm naturally not a person that's gonna pick up a phone. We just come from a different time where it's just like,
yes, Lord.
bro, I remember not having a phone. Like, I remember that.
Yes,
so
Lord.
it's not natural for me to say, like, oh, I'm doing some work. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. That's not natural to me, bro. Like, it's not natural for me to pull my phone out and do this. This is not natural to me. And so you have to force it
1,000%.
because that's your commercial, right? Like, people got to see the content so that they can later buy into you, so they can buy into whatever you're selling.
One of my cheat codes to it, and I tell people this all the time, because for me, I've always posted stuff online.
Yeah.
But content didn't really become a thing for me until like around 22. And so what I've learned and what I tell people is, if you're gonna do content, you're always like, man, I don't want to do something that you would do anyway.
Yeah.
Just do that on camera.
Yeah.
Because if it takes off, one, you're being yourself. Because one thing I don't ever want people to do is to do something they think is gonna go viral. Just do you.
Yep.
And build that from the ground up. Because if you do go viral, then you're the guy that does the thing you do when the cameras are off. So maybe you just turn it up maybe a couple notches, but it's you.
Yeah.
So in my videos, I switch sneakers and I rap.
And you do
Yo,
that.
dog, what do I wear?
That's the intro to his show for people that don't know that.
Literally, dog.
Yeah.
So like I got over 250 pairs of sneakers. And so and I've been rapping my whole life. So like that's what I do. And Mr. Rogers, I don't think there's anybody on the planet other than maybe Mr. Rogers and John Cena and Bob Ross. Those are like the most perfectest dudes ever. And so that energy is like, oh man, this dude's pretty wholesome.
Yeah.
Because I am. And it's very intent. It has a lot of intention behind it. And so, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see me dancing with an ostrich or like,
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm saying, trying to devenomize a snake or something. I'm not doing nothing weird. I just want to rap. That's all I got for you.
Yeah.
And so I always tell people, do what you would do off camera. Just do it on camera. And then it don't feel like it's work. You're just doing something you like to do.
So you got a tripod, set up the camera, just do regular
do the
life.
thing, man.
Yeah, do the thing. No, that's some solid advice. Very much some solid advice.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shift gears just a little bit though, but I want to talk about, and you mentioned it earlier.
Yes.
Because you don't really have a on-off switch.
Yeah, you know.
Don't really have an on-off switch. But I do want to say I've done a lot of shows in my life. I've put on a lot of shows and I've watched a lot of performances.
Yes, you have.
And there's one thing that's consistent. I can always look on stage and tell who is selling something afterwards, who is just up there trying to figure it out.
Sheesh. Yeah.
I can always tell.
Yeah,
I can always tell.
I know you have that eye. One thing I respect, one thing about you is reason why I've locked in with you so tough over the years, outside of the fact that you're one of the most resourceful dudes I've ever met. You wild talented, but you have the eye, right? Like Paid in America was dope because you guys you both have the eye, you have the thing. I trust your vision. I've had convos with you and I ask you questions and I'm totally at your beck and call at that point. Yo, if you say it's a go, I'm rocking with it. If you say it's not a go, we not rocking with it.
Magic.
And I trust you in that regard.
Magic.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. That record. Magic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it last night.
Yeah.
I saw it last night.
Yeah. Wildlife. It's called Wildlife. It's magic.
Okay.
No, you good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I saw it last night, bro. Like that is, it combines everything. It combines everything that you do. It has just enough balance of lyricism, dancing, art, feel good. Like it has everything there. Like,
thank you.
If you're looking for one to say like, and I'm saying all this tongue in cheek because I'm always going to say data first. Let the data determine the decisions. But if you're just talking about looking, that record is special. Like that
shucks.
That's a very special record, bro. It's a very special
you,
record.
man. That means that song. I want you to finish your question. We'll go back to that in a second.
Yeah. But But I say all that to say when I'm watching people perform, bro, I've seen so many people get up on stage and just like they're just going through the motions. They don't know what they don't have a direction. Your show has a direction. Your show starts with an intro to catch everybody. You start your show off to disarm people, to be like, even if you don't know me, you know Mr. Rogers.
1,000%.
You see, I'm sitting down in front of you. So whether you're doing this intentional or not, this is when you sit down in front of people, it automatically makes them think like, okay, he cool.
Really?
He cool. Because like you bringing people to the same level, right? Like when you sit down on a stage in the way that you do, I ain't just talking about like casually sitting down, but the way that you sit down, it instantly triggers somebody's brain to be like, oh, he ain't no showboat. He ain't like no grandiose type figure. Like he's sitting down and like, I'm relaxing with you. So now I'm disarmed. I feel like, okay, what he doing? And he changing shoes? Oh, hold on. It's Mr. Rogers, you know, especially if you ain't.
Everybody likes Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Of a certain age.
Certain age. Like, I mean, once you get like 25 and younger, you might have to deal with like, what he doing? But still, even if they don't know Mr. Rogers, they see that you're sitting down and you're changing shoes. They figure that part out. Like, okay, but it's disarming. But now I instantly got your attention. Because now you're paying attention to me now. I don't care who came before me. None of that matters. If the person before me was hype, I brought the energy right here.
I brought it where I want you to be at.
Exactly.
And then I'm in the driver's seat from this point on.
And so the other part that's a part of your show that I've seen in other people's show that selling something at the end. Like my whole point is for you to enjoy this experience so you can shop with me at the end. Is I let people know that I want you to shop with me at the end.
Boy, look.
Like, it's so many people don't do the call of action, bro. Like, while I got y'all up, while y'all dancing, hey,
come rock with your boy one time. Got to get back to the cribbo.
I'm gonna give you that 2 or 3 times before I walk off the stage. You're gonna know, like, I'm leaving here and I'm gonna be right there.
Facts. You know, man, those are just the tangibles. You'd be surprised, man. And, you know, I am, and I say this very respectfully, I am blessed to slowly but surely be getting past even being in rooms with people who don't do that. Mm-hmm. My goal is to, right. And I've been now things are, you know, whatever. But whenever I see an artist that doesn't, it just like triggers something in me to be like, hey man, you should, you know, because I want to show, because it's like, bro, you're missing out. Right?
So much.
You're missing out on, because even if they don't buy nothing, they come up to your table. That's a chance to talk. Man, if I could talk to every person in the world, I would. Because my biggest thing is to be understood. Talking about mental health, that's actually one of my problems, is that I want to be understood so bad. Because there's a lot here. There's a lot going on in this little thing here. And I feel like if people truly understood my intention and understood my passion, my why, I think the world would love me. Not even on an ego tip. Just literally like, man, this dude is actually special.
Yeah.
Outside of the bars. Because I be fresh. Outside of the clothes, outside all that.
Yeah.
This dude cares. In a world where it's very hard to find people that truly care.
Yeah.
And so I love to break down the thing with people. Talk to people, chop game, yo dog, if you do this. And I don't want nothing from it. I don't need nothing back, my boy. I just want my person. I just want you to be better. Because I want to be around people who are excellent. I don't like being around cats that are deficient in some way.
No, we can't do that.
I just want you to be 100 overall.
Yeah.
And it's possible. It's not impossible. It's impossible to be perfect, but it ain't impossible to be 100 overall. You could be good at everything in this space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know if you just practice. So yeah, that's why. Thank you for those compliments. Man.
Yeah, bro. Like I see it. It's important to me. It's the difference maker of somebody that will be here 20 years from now.
Well,
versus,
I sure hope so.
You know what I'm saying? Versus the person that's just like, I tried it and it didn't, you know, for whatever reason it didn't work out. And that's, your journey is your journey, bro. Like I know people who were super talented that stopped before they reached that next stop. And it's just like, I had to learn that it's just not for them.
The rap thing is interesting because I have an ego. I think I'm the nicest MC in every room I'm in. But that doesn't mean I have to put down anybody to do that. And I think a lot of times people's idea of a rapper is like this guy that does all the designer drugs. He's the richest in the room. There's nobody as important as him.
Yeah.
Everyone's beneath him. What I have to do is more important than even me as a rapper on stage. What I'm doing is more important than even entertaining the crowd I'm in front of. Like, this is all about me. I don't care about nobody else in this room. And then you meet someone like me who has all the accolades of people who normally feel that way. And I'm the most I'm super relatable. I don't really be on all that extra stuff because I know if I cut that button on, I hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Because like my track record is wild. I don't need to do all that. Because I've done all that, I don't need to do all that. I'm just here, bro. We rocking out.
Yeah.
When it comes to that mic, you can't see me. But man, let's just grab some tacos and cool out. We ain't gotta be all that extra stuff. I don't really be anybody who's ever met me, I don't be on no ego stuff, man. That's lame. Like, you waste time like that.
It's not worth it. I want to talk about quickly being a black man in creative spaces, right?
Yes.
And we're not gonna talk about the venue, but we know that it was very difficult experience in that venue.
Ooh, Lord.
It ain't just you. It's been like that for years.
I was actually someone in the venue ran it to me about it.
Okay.
That's very closely affiliated with said situation.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah. So it's wild to be reinforced that idea. It's just like, okay, this is really odd, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, it's not just that venue. It's a lot of venues. And unfortunately for this city, there was a huge divide during the pandemic, bro. The people that really supported independent artists, essentially they got pushed out, right? Like if you're supporting indie artists and you have a platform for indie artists, I can't survive when somebody increased my lease by like a couple grand.
1,000%.
Like what can I do? I can't bring people here because the world say we can't have people outside, and you still increasing the lease. Like what am I gonna do here? I gotta go. I gotta make a business decision to leave. And so that was a huge divide in the city because a lot of the people that were huge supporters of like venues, they literally had to say like, I can't do this.
Can't do this.
I can't do this. Like you're asking me to like tank to hold out, to wait, you know what I'm saying? And so the venues that were able to survive, unfortunately, they survive for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? So being black in creative spaces, man, when you have to navigate all of the negative energy, how are you able to like, walk in being who you are and say like, I hear what y'all saying, but like, how are you able to just like be in that space?
It's interesting too. It's interesting because like sometimes I have to like, feels like I have to play two roles. One, I have to be the completely disarmed, safe black man, right? Because those are the only ways that I can get in these rooms. And I'm not saying I'm not safe, but I'm from uptown New Orleans, from the 12 ward. Like, I'm not that guy. And that part sucks. So, like, I'm the first hip-hop artist to do a full set with the Louisiana Philharmonic Orchestra. The reason why I got that situation is because, I mean, with respect to them, I'm talented. I got a name I've built myself, but it's because I'm safe, And that always kind of blows.
Yeah.
Then I get in the room and I do my thing, and then I turn up my uptown a little bit just to let them know, like, yeah, but this ain't that.
Yeah.
And so, but even with that, nothing crazy happens, nothing wild, and then they go, wait, okay. It's like, yeah, well, how about you bring my mans in? And then that's how we bring.
You open up.
My man ain't as safe as me, but I've created the comfort.
Yeah.
That even if I go there, ain't nothing bad gonna happen.
Right.
Let my man come in. So it does suck, bro. Like, it does suck to have to ask 3-4 times for something I know is good product. It's not no BS. It's like, why don't you just give me a shot? You know what I mean?
Do you feel any pressure to like be that person?
Yes.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks because I'm always the first rapper to, you know what I mean? And I'll say it very lightly, the former duo that I was in, there's a lot of places I played that I probably would never get to play again because of the dynamic of that situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
But then you get some people who go, yeah, he wasn't that thing that I liked, so I'm gonna give him a shot on his own. Because for some people, my career started in 2023.
That's wild to think, but yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, okay, well, we'll give him a shot. Even though I'm already 16 years in, we'll give him a shot and see what happens. Then they go, oh wait, he's good outside of that? Whoa. So it's like it's a lot of dynamics, a lot of levels that I have to deal with. I hate being the first to. I don't even think the phrase first black person to should even exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or the first rapper to. We should be in all these spaces.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's why it's so dope to see somebody like Jeezy doing like a orchestra tour.
Yeah,
we
man,
need
that's
those
fire.
things,
Yeah.
man. We need hip hop in all the spaces. You know what I mean? So yeah, it does suck and it frustrates me. But I have that responsibility. So when I go into these rooms, I just gotta knock it out of the park. I have no room for failure. I have to be excellent.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but makes me excellent, I guess.
Hey man, you're the right man for the position. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the hidden piece, right? Like if you were not able to handle that pressure, then you wouldn't be in those. You wouldn't get the opportunity to be able to be in that position. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
So
sir.
I think it's just one of those things. You're writing your story, bro. Like you're writing your story where 15 years from now we looking like, man, remember like 10 people was there.
Man, yeah.
Bro, and okay, we here now. I'll talk about it too, because we're in a world now where content is the first thing, and then the artistry comes second.
Yes.
And so we've seen artists that build great content that get a song that pops.
Yes.
But I can always tell the minute when they get in front of 15,000 people,
They wasn't ready.
they were not ready for the moment because they haven't performed in front of 15 people.
Whew, Lord Jesus.
And 15 people is harder to perform in front of
Yes,
than
Lord.
15,000.
Boy, look, you better talk to him.
15 people, trying to keep the attention of 15 people in a room that if music stops in this room, I can hear all the conversations.
You can hear people rustling in their pockets.
Yeah. So I trying to engage 15 people is way harder than 15,000 because 15,000 people just becomes like, it becomes a blur at a
Yes,
certain
Lord.
point. But 15, and so I think, and I can always tell the people that did the groundwork,
Yes, Lord.
whether it's 5 shows or 500 shows.
Yes, Lord.
I can see that they've done that part. So when you get to 15,000, oh, this is a cakewalk.
Dog, I've rapped in front 15,000 people at Smoothie King Arena. And I always like to say I did it with no hit record, which is wild.
Excuse me, yeah.
I played halftime at the Pelicans game, and they're just all one big glob of human at some point. You can't really make faces out. And you say make some noise, and it's just like, it just sounds like the juggernaut. It's just like, okay, this is wild. I could do this.
Yeah.
That's easy. The hardest thing in the world is rapping in front of 15, 30, 45, 60 people,
Yeah.
100 people. After around 150, it starts to get, okay, we can, but anything under 100 people, boy, look, you in for a treat. It's interesting because like I made my whole foundation off of that.
Yeah.
So when I got my moment, when I toured with Tank and the Bangers and it's, 1,500 people. Did you come to that show?
Yeah, at Buckhead Theater. Yeah.
It was like what, 1,500?
Yeah, that's about what Buckhead Theater. Yeah, something like 15, maybe 15 to $2,000. Something. I mean, it was a nice show, like nice venue. Yeah, that sounds about right. 15.
Like it was, but you know how long I've been rhyming. So I got up there and it's like, oh, this dude nice.
Yeah.
But it was because I rapped for 10 people for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or at that point was at 2018. So that's like 12 years or whatever. And so like, there's just, you got to build that foundation. And man, I've had that conversation with people that I've created with, and they literally was like, dog, I'm not trying to do that. I only want to perform in front of thousands. Like I'm not here for 10 people.
That's
And
crazy.
they couldn't find the value in it. It's like, dog, there's value in 10 people, 25 people. Because if you rock that show, you get return customers. It just is what it is.
I have this thing with people that I consult with on the music side. I tell them this all the time, bro. If you don't do anything else, when you're building, you have to create memorable moments. And when you rock rooms of 50 people and 100 people or less, you're creating a memorable moment for every one of those people. They will never forget the day that they came to said venue. You rocked out. They saw the Mr. Rogers at the beginning. They saw the freestyle holding up the thing. Sidebar, Alfred Banks does this thing at his show. He asks everybody in the building to hold out an item. And he literally goes through the entire audience and freestyles off of what they have in their hand. It's brilliant. You got to see it. It's
shucks.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But that creates a memorable moment, bro. Like, there's nobody that left that show last night that will ever forget that they held up their wallet and you read off of the wallet. You read the keychain. You read the t-shirt. The guy with the purple jacket and the gold mask. Like, people don't forget that stuff. That sticks with them for the next 10, 15 years. So when you are in front of 15,000 people, they telling the other the 20 people around them, no, bro. Like, bro, freestyle. I held up my keys and he freestyled about my keys in a little hole in the wall venue in Atlanta, bro. Like, no, y'all don't know who that is. That dude's a beast.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it changes the thing. And so if you are not willing to create those memorable moments, I don't care who they are, they ain't gonna be here long.
Yeah, there's like a love for it you have to have that comes with the ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
And if you walk into a venue and you're the headliner, you only sell, 20 tickets, 30 tickets, and you look at that as a fail, well, then you're pretty much halfway out already.
Yep.
Dog, you have to literally be comfortable with rapping in front of 5 people and genuinely giving your all. Like, people say that, and that sounds really cool to say out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But, dog, you have to be able to do that or perform or sing or whatever. If you can't do that, don't get in this business. Because, dog, yeah, there are people who have blew up and now they rap and perform in front, all these people. But, man, you know how rare that is? Even now, that's still rare.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to like people like Matt Rife and stuff, guys who have like blown from social media and went all the way up, that still took years to build, bro. That type of thing don't happen overnight. And again, back to the original, if I have to explain that to you, if you don't know that naturally, I really got nothing for you.
Hopefully you learn over time that, I gotta change something. But if you don't get that,
yeah, we not.
Last question, bro. I promise you I was gonna get y'all there on time, man.
Come on, man. Man of his word.
Last question. What would you tell somebody? No, I'm not gonna ask that question. We already know it. What do most people misunderstand about being an artist?
What do most people misunderstand? You have to love it when it ain't fun. And it could be unfun for a lot of different reasons. It could be unfun because of things that have nothing to do with music. I can honestly say that I deal with mental health issues very frequently, all the time, that I use rap as my escape. Sometimes I get so frustrated with what's going on in my brain that I don't even want to do music. And I still love music. Like, the love I have for this thing supersedes everything else in my life. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have to love it like you love breathing air. And only people who truly understand that.
Yeah.
You have to love this thing because this game is going to destroy you. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Way more than it's going to feel good.
Yeah.
I can say in my 16 years, I've had way more bad moments than good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got 20 bad moments and they lead up to one good, it's all worth it. So you have to truly love this thing way more than you love living. That's how much I love it. I'm going to be 60, 70 years old performing. I hope to be to a point where I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing it because
right.
I want to.
Right.
But I'm going to be on stage. If I make it to 80, 90, I'm going to be on stage.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be there with me,
Oh,
rocking
yeah,
out.
I'm there.
And all my people.
Cane and all.
In the cane. Maybe some wheelchairs. Going to be a handy access space. You dig? We going to be in that joint. And I'm going to be in the chair switching shoes. And then I don't get out the chair. And then we just rap it in the chair. But you have to love this thing more than you love anything else. I think people don't understand that.
Yeah. No, that's real, man. Look, first off, thank you for pulling up to the crib, man.
You know what time it is. Bye.
This has been the Black Man Think podcast. Oh, Make sure y'all subscribe, rate, review. If you want to leave a voicemail, we have this voicemail segment, and I should have did this yesterday and had people send questions in for you. But for our Ask a Black Man segment, 404-939-6477. If you want to leave a voicemail, that's how you leave a voicemail. Make sure y'all subscribe, do the things. How can people connect with you, Alfred Banks?
So my name is Alfred Banks. So ALFREDBANKS. My website is www.underdogcentral.com. And unfortunately, you have to type in the www, getting that figured out. I'm at Underdog Central on literally every social media you can think of.
Okay.
Just type in Alfred Banks, Underdog Central, all one word, no spaces. My brand new album, Yes the Month, it comes out June 12th. I'm very excited about this project. So please pre-order because we're trying to get on Billboard. And yeah, Alfred Banks, anywhere you listen to music, just type it in and start running some tunes, man.
Do that. And we'll put the links in the description to the show notes so y'all can have that. Look, Black Man Think Podcast, where we elevate our black man because black man be out here thinking. I'm your host, last name Good. Shout out to my dogs who not here, Corey, Mo, and Tori. But we got my dog, Alfred Banks, in the building, bro. Thank you for coming.
You already
Appreciate
know, Bar.
you. For sure. All right, man. We'll see y'all next week.
The Black Men Think Podcast.